Hi, this is Shu with the review of the Air Max 90. This time is the flyease version. Flyease technology has been implemented in a number of shoes. LeBron James, I guess it was coming from a good place, but unfortunately it didn't really work out for LeBron and the Soldier lines. The Soldiers tried to implement Velcro all the way so it's easier to put on the shoes, so it's shoelace free. I think the focus of the flyease is to cater to those who have difficulty tying their shoelaces for various reasons. So it's to help people out. For those who might be not really given the consideration or the customized comfort they need from a major brand. So that's I mean, it's coming from a good place from Nike and LeBron, but unfortunately, if you remember the Soldiers, they have good straps, but you can't just slide your foot in when you unwrap the straps. They have this one piece neoprene booty that you really have to like squeeze your foot in hard. By the time you put it on, you're sweating like you've played 2 minutes of intense basketball or something like that. And when you're trying to remove your foot after it's soaked in sweat, it's it's another challenge. So what Nike did was they actually improved it a little bit. I think they hit a jackpot with the Zoom Universe, where it actually opens up all the way and you can just slide your foot in like that. And not just that, the lacing system, the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the whole 5 lace loops is controlled by one strap. And it's not just a strap, it goes all the way to provide proper ankle lockdown. So it was a nice try, except they needed a little bit more support here instead of at the back. But anyway, it was a nice try, and it's coming from a very noble motivation. So the flyease, they tried a couple of things, something easier than this, like the Jordans. The Jordans had the flyease as well, but it sucks somewhere. So check out my other reviews about the Jordan 1 flyease. The Jordan 1 flyease had the Velcro that unwraps all the way, kind of like the Universe. But the Air Max 90 flyease is a little bit of a different animal. I love this this aesthetic. Some people might not like it. Some people don't like this type of a elf shoe nose tip type of design. For me, I like it. But be careful if you have a tendency to do a little bit of Dorothy in Wizard of Oz, as in if you tend to tap your heel together a lot, or you might have your heel slide against the other leg, then you might have some scratches or bruises, or you might hit other people along the way. But other than that, it's good. I like it. I like this attempt. What we normally do when we're lazily putting our shoe is we try to just squeeze our foot in, right? And sometimes if the heel is a little bit too tight, we're too lazy to bend over, so we just step on them. So this is what Nike came up with. You step on it, and it opens up like a slipper, like a sandal. And you just slide your foot in, and because this is a spring plate torsion type of rigidity, I guess it's flexible, but it's rigid at the same time. So once you step on it and you let go, it slowly goes back into its original shape. And there's a lot of plush padding here, so it really hugs your heel nicely. But of course, if you need a proper heel cup right here in this area, if you're sensitive about that, this is not the shoe for you. But if you don't suffer from major heel slip, this is okay. And also, interestingly, this plastic contraption provides a lockdown laterally, so that's nice. Maybe they could have put something here, maybe, but the purpose is to make the shoe easy to put in. Easy access and easy exit. So that's the main purpose, and they did the job right. You could just step on this with your other foot and slide it and let go, and you're good to go. Another upside to this is the upper is very soft and it's pretty breathable. The midsole is one of the best foam material that I've used for Air Max 90s. Air Max 90s tend to be a little bit stiff. Sometimes you don't even feel that heel compression or the air sole. But Air Max 90 flyease version, just for this version, for some reason, the midsole material is super, super soft. Air Max 90, if I remember correctly, unlike the Air Max Tailwind or certain other running shoes, Max 90 did not have a separate air sole on the forefoot, so it's just foams, and this foam is super soft, so it feels lunar-like. So it's wonderful. Usually they have some different color padding or some more rigidity here, so the cushioning is not that great. But look at this, look at how mushy it is. So I love it. I love it. Cushioning is good. So if you miss the old cushioning from the 80s or 90s in the Air Max 90s, this is the shoe for you in terms of comfort. If you're not particularly sensitive about not having a traditional heel cup on that clutches your heel like that, do give it a try, because it feels great. It's not totally secure, but you don't feel extremely insecure. I would recommend this if you like casual runners, and this is quite a unique experience, and I think it's a worthy cause that Nike deserves support. If you want to and if you can, I think it's good to show Nike support that this is a job well done. It is an attempt that deserves our applause and support. So I wish Nike would do more of this experimental flyease entry-exit contraption. So it's lovely. Oh, for the size, it's kind of roomy for some reason. The Air Max 90 flyease. I would say if you like fitting comfortably, shoes that fits comfortably, relaxed fit, go through the size. But if you really narrow a small foot and somehow shoes always seem to be a little bit too big for you, go down half a size at least. They're not exactly crazy expensive, despite the technology that's implemented and the really soft foam they used. So it's a pleasant surprise to find an Air Max 90 that has pretty much the same price point as others. But then I bought it while it was on sale, so I don't really know if it was actually more expensive than the conventional Air Max 90s. But then I remember the conventional Air Max 90s retro versions, they were always a little bit more expensive, slightly over $100, and this was around that neighborhood. So